Hello students, welcome back to online computer class. This is Sharanaya from Upper Public School. Today I am here with the second lesson of computer, that is more on Windows 7. So what is Windows 7? We will study in this chapter. What is Windows 7? Windows 7 is an operating system that was produced by Microsoft and released as part of the Windows. So Windows 7 is an operating system. Without an operating system, we cannot start our computer. So if we want to start a computer, we must need a operating system. Without the operating system, our computer will not start. So it was released to manufacturing on July 22, 2009 and became generally available on October 22, 2009. It is the successor to Windows Vista. So this Windows 7 operating system was released generally available on October 22, 2009. So it is generally available on October 22, 2009. It is the successor to Windows Vista. Before Windows 7, we were using the Windows Vista as an operating system. So Windows has many utility programs for day-to-day applications and entertainment. These additional programs are known as accessories. So when you install a Windows 7 operating system, we will get many utility programs. So those utility programs are known as the accessories. So what are the utility programs we will get in this Windows 7? So we will see example. So we will get a calculator, we will get a notepad, we will get a Windows Media Player, and we'll get a sound recorder. So these are the utility programs. So these utility programs are known as the accessories. So when you install a Windows 7 operating system, by default you will get these all accessories. So these are utility programs. Next we will study about the Windows Media Player. So what is Windows Media Player and why the Windows Media Player is used? So why the Windows Media Player is used? Windows Media Player is used to play and organize digital media files on a computer and the internet. So it is used to play the digital media files. Digital media files means we can play audio songs and we can play a movie in the Windows Media Player. You can listen to radio station from all over the world, play and copy CD or the DVD, create your own CD or the DVD, copy music and video to portable devices. With the help of Windows Media Player, you can listen songs, you can watch the movie, and you can copy the songs from a CD or DVD to the computer, and afterwards you can make another CD or DVD with the help of those songs, and in the Windows Media Player only you can create your own CD or the DVD also. Rip CD to your computer. So how will you rip a CD to your computer? Rip CD means what? So rip CD means you can copy a CD to the computer. If some data is there in your CD, so that data from the CD to computer. How to copy the data from a CD to the computer? You can copy songs from your favorite CD or the DVD on your computer with Windows Media Player. With the help of this Windows Media Player only, you can copy a songs from the CD to the computer. If any songs are there in your CD, so those songs you can copy to the computer with the help of the Windows Media Player only. When you rip music, you are copying songs from a CD to a computer. Once the songs are copied, you can use Windows Media Player to play the songs and organize playlist. So after copying the songs from the CD to the computer, you have to open a Windows Media Player. In that Windows Media Player, you can listen the songs also, and you can organize the playlist also. You can make a playlist also in the Windows Media Player only. So what is the process? We will see the process how to copy the CD to the computer. So how to copy CD or the DVD to your computer? If any songs or the data is there in your CD, so how to copy that data or the songs to the computer? So first step is click on the start button. So to copy a songs from the CD to the computer, first you have to click on the start button in your computer. After clicking the start button, you have to go to the all programs. After going to the all programs, you have to click on the Windows Media Player. So you have to click on the Windows Media Player. So next, insert an audio CD in the CD drive. So after clicking on the Windows Media Player, you have to open your CD drive and you have to insert a audio CD. So what are the songs are there in a CD? So that CD you have to insert in your CD drive. a list of songs appear in the Windows Media Player. When you insert a CD, so that CD will open and the list of songs will be appeared in a Windows Media Player. When you are done with this selection process, click on the RIP CD button. After selecting all the songs, how many songs you want to copy from the CD to the computer? So you have to select the songs. After selecting the songs, you have to click on the RIP CD button. There will be a RIP CD button. So that button you have to click. After clicking the RIP CD button, so the ripping process will start. When you click on the RIP button, so the ripping process will start. Ripping process means the copying process will start, and you can see the ripping process at any point. Click on the stop RIP button. So you can, if you want to stop, you can stop also. You have to click on the stop RIP button. Next, click on the RIP settings button to change the format of audio quality. So if you want to change the format of the audio quality, so you have to click on the RIP setting button. There will be a RIP setting button. There you have to click of ripped music files, or you can keep the default Windows Media format settings. By default, Windows Media Player format will be there. In that format only, those songs will be copied. If you want to keep that only, you have to keep that only. If you have to change, you can click on the RIP CD settings button. So when you click on the settings button, you can change the audio format of the audio and quality of the audio also. Next, the songs are ripped to the Windows Media Player library. After the songs have been ripped, go to the library to play them. After copying the songs from a CD to the computer, those songs will move to the Windows Media Player library. You have to go to the Windows Media Player library and you can play the songs. If you want to listen the songs, you have to go to the Windows Media Player library, and then all the songs will be available. So those songs or the movie, you can listen the songs also, or else if the movies are there, you can watch the movies also. Understood, children? This is how to copy the data from the CD to the computer. Next, we'll study about the how to copy the data from a computer to the CD. That is called a burning process, copying data to CD. So from the computer to the CD. Till now what we have learned, from the CD to the computer, how to copy the data or the songs, that we have studied. Now we will study about the how to copy the data or the songs from the computer to the CD. So that is called a burning process. So burning CD means copying data from a computer to the CD. So what is burning? So burning means copying the data from the computer to the CD. Copying information on a CD or the DVD is as easy as saving on hard disk. So this is very easy process. The burning the CD is a very easy process that you can do very easily. By selecting a folder of software, photos, or even music and dragging it to the CD or the DVD icon in a computer folder, you can create your own CD or the DVD. So how to burn the CD means you have to select the software folder. So if you want to copy the software from the computer to the CD, you have to select the software folder, or else if you want to copy the photos from the computer to the CD, you have to select the photos, or you can select the music also. You can copy the musics also from the CD to the from the computer to the CD. How you have to do? You have to drag the items from the computer to the CD, drag and release it, or else you can copy and paste it into the CD or DVD. So once you have done with this one, you can create your own CD or the DVD. Next we will see the process, how this process will work. So what is the process of the burning a CD? How to copy data to a CD? So how we will burn the CD? Burning means not that fire and burning. Here burning means copying the data from the computer to the CD. So what is the first step? Insert an CD into your computer. First you have to insert a blank CD into your computer. The autoplay dialog box appears. When you insert a CD, blank CD into your computer, so the autoplay dialog box will appear on your screen. So next, click on burn files to disk using Windows Explorer option. You have to click on the burn file to the disk. When the autoplay dialog box appears, in that you have to click on the burn files to the disk option. So when you click on this one, so Next step will see burn a disk dialog box appears. When you click on the burn files to the disk, after that the dialog box will appear. So which dialog box will appear? Burn a disk. So this dialog box will appear. In that dialog box you have to click. Mention the CD name in a disk title text box and click on the next button. So after opening a burn disk dialog box, you have to write the name of the CD. So what name you want to give to the CD? That name. For example, only photos are there means you can give photos, or else any softwares are there means you can give the name as software. If any songs are there, then you can give the name as software in songs in the disk title text box. There you have to write the name of the CD. After that you have to click on the next button. When you click on next button, so an empty disk folder opens. So when you click on the next button here, so the empty disk folder opens. So that CD will open with the name. So drag the files that you want to burn into this folder. So whatever items you want to copy from the computer to the CD, so select all those items from the computer and drag it from there, and you have to drop it to the in the CD folder. So there you have to drop it. After dropping, on the toolbar click on the burn to disk button. So on the toolbar there will be a burn to disk button. You have to click on the burn to disk button and then follow the steps in the wizard. So whatever steps it will assign, so those steps you have to follow. Exploring pictures. So after burning the CD, you have to next one is exploring a picture. So what is exploring a picture? Here, to open this folder, click on the start button again. So to open an exploring picture, you have to click on the start button, then click on the pictures option in the start button only. When you click a start button, there will be a pictures option. Click on the pictures option, the picture folder will open. So the picture folder will open. By default, pictures are displayed as thumbnails. When you open a picture folder, by default the pictures will be, or the photos will be displayed as the thumbnails. Next, click once to select the picture and double click on it to preview. So if you want to select the picture, only once you have to click. If you want to preview that picture, or if you want to see that picture in a full screen, you have to double click on the photos or the picture. You can view the previous or next image, magnify or reduce the size of the image, or rotate it using various options given at the bottom. So in the bottom of the computer you will get many options. So whatever you want you can do it. You can preview also, you can zoom it also, you can zoom in also, and you can resize the image also. You can view picture as slideshow. So you can make the pictures a slideshow also there only. You can burn the picture to the CD also. So now I told how to burn the CD. So like that only you can burn the pictures to the CD with a person or the network. Using the menu bar present above the thumbnail, there will be above the photo, there will be a menu bar. From that, with the help of that menu bar, you can burn the CD. Next, we will study about more on Windows 7. So Microsoft has designed Windows 7 to simplify your everyday task. It works the way you want and makes new things possible. The silent features of Windows 7 are as follows. There are many silent features are there, so that we will study. Windows 7 has many silent features. Those silent features we will study now. Touch screen. So Windows 7 has a touch screen monitor. So without using the mouse and the keyboard, we can directly, how we were using in the mobile touch screen mobiles, like that only. So with the help of Windows 7 operating system, if your screen is a touch screen, then you can use a touch screen monitors also. With a touch sensitive screen hardware and Windows 7 software, you can use fingers to browse online, flip through photos, shuffle files and folders, etc. You can even finger paint in the paint software also. You can, with the help of your fingers only, you can paint in a paint software, and so this facility is available in the Windows 7 operating system. Next, we will study about the searching made easier. So this Windows 7 searching made easier. Whatever files and the folders, if you want to search in the computer, you can easily search with the help of this Windows 7 operating system. It made the user to search the files and the folders very easily. How? We will see this one. So using Windows 7, you can quickly search things using search box in the start menu. So when you click on a start menu, there will be a search bar. With the help of that search bar, you can search files or the folders very easily. How can you search? So after typing the text, you will immediately see a list of relevant document. So if you want to search any document, you have to click on the start button. So in the start button, there will be a search option. In that search bar, you have to type the starting letter of the file or the folder. When you click on that right, so all the related to that documents, all the files and the pictures will be displayed on your PC. So all the how many types of files and folders are there with the help of with that name, so those files and the folders will be displayed on your screen. The search results are further grouped by category and even contain highlighted keywords and text snippet to make them easier to scan. So here, when you type a starting letter of the file or the folder, that will be highlighted with a yellow color and it will be displayed on your screen. Next, we will study about the Windows 7 taskbar, how the Windows 7 taskbar looks like and how it is there. So the Windows 7 taskbar is flexible. You can pin your favorite programs on it for easy access. So in the Windows 7 taskbar, you can pin your favorite programs. You can minimize and keep the programs in a Windows 7 taskbar. You can preview the thumbnails of the open files or programs by pointing to their icon on the taskbar. When you minimize your programs, by just when you take a mouse on that one, it will show the what type of file it is. Like that you can see. So this is the image of the Windows 7 taskbar. Here these are the pinned programs. Here you can pin the programs like this. So these are the pinned programs. You can pin like this only. In the Windows 7 taskbar, you can pin the programs. This is a Chrome, this is my computer, and this is the control panel. You can pin like this also, right? In the Windows 7 operating system, you can pin the programs to the taskbar. This taskbar is very easy to understand which program you are using. Next, we'll study about the jump list. In the Windows 7, there is a jump list. What is a jump list? Jump list is a new feature in Windows 7 which takes you right to the document, pictures, songs, or websites that you can frequently use. So jump list means instead of searching all the files or the folders, if you want to go to directly to that folder or to that document, you can directly search with the help of this jump list. When you click on a jump list, so you have to type the file or the document name, directly it will take you to that folder or the file. So that is called a jump list. To open a jump list, just right click on a program icon on the Windows 7 taskbar. So in the Windows 7 taskbar, you have to right click on the taskbar. So you have to right click on the taskbar, then program icon on the Windows 7 taskbar. Here to open a jump list, you have to right click on the program icon of the Windows 7 taskbar. In taskbar only, you will get a jump list. Next, we will study about the watching interactive TV using Windows Media Player. So here, with the help of Windows Media Player, you can watch the TV. How we will watch in your home TV? So like that only, you can watch all the channels in a Windows Media Player. So how to watch that TV in a Windows Media Player? Watching TV, movies, and other videos content on your PC is easier than ever. So how you can watch a TV in your computer means you one TV tuner software you will get. So that TV tuner you have to install to the software you have to install in your computer, and that you have to attach to the CPU. When you attach a TV tuner, so directly that cable connection you have to give to the CPU, and whatever channels are available in a cable, so those channels you can access in the computer with the help of a TV tuner. With the cable connection, you can watch show using Windows Media Player. In Windows Media Player, you have to open the TV Tuner software. Then you can watch all the channels. What are the channels available in a cable networks? So those channels you can watch in the Windows Media Player with the help of a TV Tuner. You have to install a TV Tuner in your computer, and you have to connect that cable network to your CPU. Then only you can watch a TV in your computer with the help of this Windows Media Player. So Children understood whatever we have studied in this chapter. We have studied what is Windows 7 and we have studied about Windows Media Player. We have studied about how to copy the data from a CD to the computer and from the computer to the CD. This all we have studied in this chapter. Understood, children? I hope you all understood this lesson. So we'll meet in the next class. Until then, be in your houses. Be safe. Thank you.